Hi, I'm Andre Serrato, surrounded here by my cohorts, Miss Kristina Pedro and Pedro Cortez, and we're here to talk to you about today's lovely item, our video review of the Super Robot Chogokin Alteisen from Super Robot Wars Original Generation. Now, if that's a mouthful, this is certainly a box full. With the Super Robot Chogokin figures, these are similar to Bandai's Solo Chogokin figures, which are a combination of some PVC but mostly die-cast, but these are now scaled down into a 6-inch action figure. But let's get the box out of the way. Alright, and this thing of beauty right here is the Super Robot Chogokin Alteisen. As you can tell, it's just as it appears in Super Robot Wars Original Generation. It features all of its trademark attacks as denoted by these nice effect parts here. Now, Kristina, do you have anything else to add in here?
This is not necessarily a totally new product. It was released originally last year in October 2010, but it's a item that we received from Bluefin Distribution, and I'm really glad we did because it's a really nice looking robot.
Yeah, they gave us the chance to be able to show you the glory of this thing. If you had watched the recent Super Robot Wars, it's the second season that went on in during fall and winter, you'll definitely appreciate this the work that they put into this.
Alright, as you can see here, there are the trademark attacks of the Alteisen, such as the heat horn, which has been done with this nice, lovely effect part. The parts are removable very easily as such, so you can have your normal Alteisen horn, but, well, let's be honest, it just looks a lot nicer with it on. In addition here, we have the revolving stake, which of course comes with its effect part as well, but it is removable, revealing a nice die-cast stake. However, I have to say though, it kind of looks like a non-filed screwdriver.
Yeah.
But that's perfectly okay.
That was a death trap if I've seen one.
Yeah.
Please be careful if you have children of a lesser age.
So, the revolving stake does nicely revolve. I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it. And locks nicely into place. It doesn't come loose or anything, it's just very nicely put, and, well, again, it's Bandai, so the figures are pretty well done. Of course, we have our triple beam cannons. There are a set of alternate hands. The split missile pods are faithfully recreated, as you can see. There you are. So, they do pop open quite nicely.
And what are do any of the other covers, do they come separate, or is everything put together? Like, what are the separate parts?
The only separate parts in this set are the two effect parts as well as another set of hands. You have the closed fist as well as the open palm. Other than that, features-wise, it's not all that much. If we turn to the back, though, let me just highlight some of these features here. The thrusters are very nicely done. They're
posable.
Yes, you can move them around.
So cool.
That's an awesome little touch there.
Yeah.
And also as well, the thrusters on its shoulder are fully painted as well and movable.
So this seems like a really interesting kind of in-between, like, it has some of the detailing I would see like in a model kit in a posable PVC, or well, not even a PVC / die-cast figure. That's kind of neat. That's something I assume that's unique to the Solo Chogokin line? Or rather the Super Robot Chogokin line?
Not necessarily. A lot of the details, basically you're looking at a figure that will be in line with your Robot Damashis. Well, in terms of size at the 6-inch. The main thing that it features from the Solo Chogokin line, its father line, is basically the use of die-cast, and it's used in all the right places. As you can see here in the shoulders, the die-cast is used to hold in the parts nicely, as the shoulder pods well. They are very heavy. The elbow joint is plastic, but it moves with a fair range of motion. I haven't received any problems of it slumping due to weight. The knees, however, those are die-cast. Let me give you an idea here of the... Alright, so the knees do move out. Again, these are plastic, but they're held in very nicely. They don't wear out. And, yeah, sorry for the kind of odd posing here. But...
He's two-stepping, it's alright.
Yeah. Haters gonna hate, I guess. But the feet are die cast, which basically leads this to be a very stable figure. Also, if you don't mind, I'm going to show underneath here, if I can.
It's a little dirty.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me just go through the side.
Take a skirt off.
Yeah. The ball joints on the thighs are held in by die cast. So your major joints, your shoulders, your legs, and your ankles are right here on the back. Those are all going to be die cast, leading to a very sturdy figure. This thing is not going to fall off your shelf.
Yeah, anytime soon. It would take a rather hard impact to talk that thing over.
Yeah, it's gonna take something to really knock this over. It's going to stay in place. It's going to hold its pose. It is going to be the figure that you want.
Now, do you think, is this cat proof?
Cat proof? Very few things are. As much as it pains me to say that, I don't believe that this is necessarily cat proof. But the one thing that I can say is that for what you are getting, this is a very solid figure. It's one that will display nicely. It catches attention. All the paint is done immaculately. There's no paint errors. Everything is perfect. The die cast looks like it should. It blends in. Everything is painted. There's no odd lines. There's no blending in. It's just perfect paint job. And you would expect that for the price, because if you are spending close to anywhere between $40 to $50, which is what it retails here in the United States, you would expect that kind of level of quality, and you certainly get that. And for having a die-cast figure for $50, that is certainly a step up from seeing where some other figures are approaching that range due to import. But even here locally in the U.S., for $50, that's a solid pick.
How do you compare this to stuff like Revoltex or the Robot Damashis?
Well, with Revoltex, when you compare the two, it will feel cheaper, but that's because it is.
It's different, yeah. It literally is cheaper.
It's a 2,000 to 2,500 yen figure, whereas this will normally go for 4,500 yen.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, there's just a quality of materials, whereas everything is PVC and plastic and that. This has a combination of PVC and die-cast.
Yeah, and the die-cast makes a difference.
And surprisingly, shipping with this is not that bad. You would expect, like with a figure that has metal and die-cast in it, that it's going to be a pain, it's going to be heavy. Shipping-wise, it's not that bad, so if you have that fear, don't worry. But when you get it in your hands, you will feel the difference between it and a Robot Damashi.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely heavier, but it feels like it should.
Yeah, it literally feels like the right weight. Like, it's not like when you pick up a Revoltech and it's a little bit lighter and it looks like it should be heavier. This is the weight that it.
Yeah, that definitely was. I was not expecting it to be as heavy as it was when I first grabbed it, and I almost dropped it.
I would say maybe 2 pounds.
Yeah,
if that.
Yeah, around 2 pounds. Look at about a kilo. It's about a kilogram. It's about a kilo.
Yeah, but I can't say enough how good the figure is. Certainly, if you get it in your hands or any other figure from the Super Robot Chogokin line, it's something you're going to want. And with recent announcements as they've been, and this is my first Super Robot Chogokin figure, I already like it better than the Robot Damashi. I like it certainly better than Revoltech, even though I love Revoltechs. And just the quality of the figure really speaks to how good that it is, because I've never been the type where I didn't want to spend like $200 for the Big O or even some of the other Gokin and Chogokin. It's just, I'd never want to spend that much money, even though they are size impressive. And also, if you're kind of conscious about space, but you still want a good figure, SRC, I can't say enough. It is definitely a good figure line. It gets my endorsement, and it's something I'll be buying more of just because of how good this figure was.
Oh, that's a hell of a statement.
And for those of you who are wondering, I know there's something that might bother you about a singular release of an Alteisen. You're going, all right, where's the White Spiritor? That is coming.
Oh, yes. There'll be more Super Robot Wars Chogokins coming out.
So, with Kyosuke, you will have your excellent unit, so don't worry about Alteisen being lonely. So
you have OTP robots.
Right. So, you'll be fine in that regard.
All right.
All right. With everything stated, we certainly give this our full recommendation. Go ahead and pick this up. If you're a fan of Super Robot Wars, definitely pick it up. But we must wrap things up for today. For Tomopop.com, I'm Andre Serrato.
And Kristina.
And Pedro.
Thank you, Bluefin Distribution.
Big up, guys.
Thank you very much.